Howdy folks, on today's show we've got the coolest watercraft money can buy, plus an update on Apple's Spaceship campus in Northern California. I'm John P. Welcome to Geek Beat. Hey, before we get started, just a heads up, this year the CEDIA show is in Dallas. It's the biggest show in the world for high-end audio-visual stuff and home automation, and we'll be heading to the show later this week. So, if we see anything cool, and I expect we will, we'll be posting a bunch of videos, so keep an eye out for them. Now, if you know someone who's always complaining about having to drive their Aston Martin to the pier only to get on board some chintzy yacht, now you can tell them, never fear, your aquatic Aston Martin is here. The new AM37S has a pair of 520 horsepower engines capable of pushing the powerboat up to 52 knots. That's nearly 60 miles an hour for you landlubbers. But speed isn't all you get. The AM37 comes with an electrically powered carbon fiber bimini, an electric anchor, integrated navigation, entertainment and control systems, a 15-inch touchscreen dashboard, and fingerprint recognition. And if that's not enough, you can also dial in from home and remotely start systems on the boat like the fridge, the coffee maker, the AC. So everything's ready when you arrive, because who's got time to wait? What? You say you don't have however much that Aston Martin boat's gonna cost? And no, I didn't say how much because, you know, if you have to ask. Well, then perhaps I can interest you in your own personal electric hydrofoil. The Quadro Foyle QS2 is an electric vehicle that seats two and can travel up to 60 miles at speeds reaching 25 miles an hour. Now let me tell you something, 25 is pretty quick on water, especially when this thing doesn't have any doors or roof. Let's see, how can I describe it to you? Imagine riding an out-of-control unicycle down a mountain bike trail. That'd be pretty close. There is a bit of good news, however. The QS2 was actually designed with safety in mind. They claim that it's unsinkable, though clearly they've never met me, and that the center of roll is about 25 feet above the vehicle, so it should be pretty impossible to roll. Again, they haven't met me. Best of all, you can order a quadrifoil for about 22,000 euros, and they're promising delivery starting in May of 2016. The only small problem is, for those of us in the US, these watercraft are being built in Slovenia, so I'm still trying to figure out how to get one back to Texas. Not to be outdone by their European counterparts, the folks at Mercier Jones in Chicago are building a luxury high-performance hovercraft they've dubbed the Supercraft. This bad boy will go up to 40 miles an hour with a range of 120 miles, so you can completely outrun the QS2 quadrifoil and just about keep up with that Aston Martin for that matter. But best of all, you could drive right off the water and onto the road and keep on going. The Supercraft is built on a hybrid electric powertrain. It features 3 electric engines, a battery for reserve and instantaneous power, plus a gas engine to keep them all charged up. Add on a whole heap of carbon fiber, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, seating for 2, and Android-driven touchscreen interface, and the Supercraft is basically just a rocket ship for geeks. And for changing gears on you completely, Apple has been slowly building a new mothership in Silicon Valley that you may have heard about, but here's an update. Apple's Campus 2 building will include 2.8 million square feet of space and house up to 13,000 employees. Built on a 150-acre campus, the building is actually larger than the Pentagon and will include a 1,000-seat auditorium as well as a 300,000 square foot research lab. That's the equivalent of about 3 entire Walmarts worth of space. People in Northern California have been driving by the project for a long time, but for anyone who hasn't yet caught a glimpse, here's a quadcopter video that shows the progress on this humongous building. When it's done, the Apple campus will be one of the 8 largest buildings in the world. Well, that's it for today's episode. I'm John P. See you next time. Alrighty then.